think the YouTube broadcast needs a little bit to connect. It should be live, but OBS is running, right? Let's see. Yeah, it is. And am I live? I think I am. I should be, yeah. It's live. Is the chat live though? I feel like the chat isn't live. Okay, right, I might need to open that again. Here we go. Wait, it says I'm not live on Twitch and shit though. Let me see. .com/opstand. Oh, I got it selected as well. Alright, I should be live on those now. Let's see. Okay, I'm live. Alright, perfect. It's been so long since I've made any plugin, so like I'm just gonna try my best and see what I still got in me. Let's just call this PvP ranked or something like that. PvP ranked. Now, yeah, okay, I have to. Yeah, I'll just keep that name. How do I refactor quickly? It was F6, okay. We'll do calm not stand or something like that. Refactor, yes, refactor. And then we don't want to call this, well, we want to call the actual file also PvP ranked. Let me see here. Okay. Oh, example. How do I, it was this, right? How do I delete this quickly? What am I doing? Man, it's clearly been a while. Here we go. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, and we're gonna call this. No, what was the quick refactor? I don't remember. It seems like I actually do need a right click. I'll just call this PvP ranked config or something. Okay. And then it should auto rename, right? Yeah, okay, there we go. I'll just call it that. I don't think there's a plugin that has that. Okay. Let's remove these log messages real quick. And let's, I think we gotta start with the panel. Yo, Vincent. Ben plugin aan het maken. I'm gonna reference some of my old code because it's been very long. Which one? Here, this one. This one's cleanly written. Here, the panel. Let's just copy this. Oh, here, rename this. Now I remember it. PP rank config. Okay. Now we need to add the panel, which is new Java class. Okay. Let's put all of this code in. Let's just change the package name as well. Okay. Oh, okay, it's Java Swing. I remember this. Damn, it's been a while. Okay, and let's fucking remove all of this. I need to keep this. Yeah, that gets like, how does this work again? Forgot. Oh yeah, I'll call this the plugin. The PvP rank plugin. PvP ranked plugin. That's gonna make it clearer. PvP rank plugin. Oh, I'll just call this plugin actually. That'll make it easier. This PvP rank plugin. Okay. All of this, I think we can just remove it. I think we can remove basically all of this. Yeah, we can. Plugin will probably need that in the future. The scroll pane. No, that was for all of the items. We don't need that. Although that might be nice. I'll keep it for now. Well, how do I rename this quickly again? Was it the same? Was it just... Yeah, okay. And I think we'll just do, now what are we gonna do? We're just gonna call it... I'll just make it like the leaderboard. Leaderboard list. Leaderboard list pane. Panel... Man, no, we don't need that. This is just PP rank panel. Okay. We don't need the buttons. We don't need all of this item information. We don't need that. Okay, I think I'll just keep the pane and remove all of the rest. This we can remove as well. No, we don't need that as well. Where do we add the pane? We add it here. Although I do have another method for that, which I don't know how exactly I did that. Did I have another function? I don't think I did. Public void add. Void add. No, wait, that's just like some imported method from Swing then. Oh, wait, yeah, this is a plugin panel, so we can, yeah, okay. I remember that now, yeah. What is this viewport? I'm just gonna remove it. I have no idea what it is. Let's remove that. Leaderboard list pane. We'll just keep it because I think we'll need it later. Yeah, the item panel we can remove as well since we don't have that anymore. Okay, now how again do I add this into my plugin? Let's take a look. Reference this code. So here on my startup, wait, so I inject my... I don't inject it. How does that work then? I thought you had to inject it. PP ranked panel. Like I'm decently sure this is quite clean code, so... Oh, here, okay. Injector get instance. I have no idea why I'm doing that, but I'm just gonna copy it. So we have our panel. And then we PP ranked panel dot class. No idea why I need to do that, but okay. Do we have the injector? No way, right? How the hell does the injector get there? Okay. and I also need a nav button. That's true. I forgot that. Okay, the nav button will import. How again does that work? I need like a different. No, wait, the nav button here. Yeah, I just had to load an icon. Which for now, I will just get like a OSR skull. We'll just do this. And then we'll resize image online. And we'll do it to, what was the max? 48 by 48, I thought that was it. Please don't give me a WebP. WebP to PNG. It's probably better ways to do this, but who cares? How is that not uploading? What the hell? Oh, it did upload. Huh? Am I just tripping? Okay, whatever. We'll use a different websites. Okay, let's download that. Now that we have the PNG, we can... Where again do I put my resources? I forgot. Here. Did I put them here? Is it really in that folder? I thought it wasn't. Yeah, I think I make a resources folder here under the main. No, is it this? No, that's definitely not it. I think I just need to make a new directory, resources. Ah, here we go. Okay, bam, perfect. Okay, now I add this image into there. And I'll just call it icon.png. Yeah, whatever, I'll just call it icon. Image util, load image from resource. Yeah, okay, it gets it from here, these resources. And then it gets the panel icon. Now I need to add that. How again do I do that? Let's go back to our file. Okay, this we don't need. What is this? The safe handler config manager. Yeah, I'll just ignore that for a second. Okay, so we need to create a nav button, which we've already defined normally, and then we just add that to the client toolbar. Okay. I'll just call this PvP ranked again. I'll probably rebrand this, but then that's a problem for later. PvP ranked. We add the panel icon priority tree. Honestly, the priority can just be 0, I think. I don't know how the priority exactly works, but it doesn't need priority overall. Like it can just be at the end. We add it to our pan. Oh yeah, did we define? Okay. And then we need to inject the client toolbar, which I'll just copy from here. Okay. This should add the nav button on startup. Let's just test that real quick. I don't know why I'm loading a debugged instance, but it's whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. The panel does get added. Okay, so the priority means that it goes all the way on top. Okay, I think I'll just do exactly the same as like PvP leaderboard, and I'll just like put my shit right below the loot tracker. So this probably has priority 0, 1, 2. I'll just give it like priority 2 or something. It's not like that matters that much. Okay. So I think I want to work on like the way that the MMR and the ELO is gonna get calculated. And I also need to work on like a server for that. I think I'll make like a I'll just write in the README. What is this? Claude. Oh, they got a Claude file in the example plugin. What the hell? That's crazy. There's so many like fucking AI generated slop. I don't like it. Okay. Just call this PvP rank. How is this gonna work? Okay. You know, matchmaking and ELO based system for PvP, because we need that. I just want to like write down my thoughts. It's probably not going to be the real README, but I need to write them down. So how exactly do I want to do this? I want to matchmake people. Let's just start with the matchmaking, right? Matchmaking people with any. So I've had a few ideas, right? We can allow for basically anyone to challenge anybody else. So even like a bronze or something could challenge a champion. I don't know how I'm gonna call the rankings, but that doesn't matter right now. And then only that match counts for ELO. You could like PvP anyone, and unless you're challenged to them, it doesn't count for ELO. And then I also want to like calculate in gear differences. So let's say you fight someone with your ELO, but they got a lot better gear, and you lose. You only lose a little bit. Like it doesn't matter that much. I think I want to do it like that. Let me first like write down the ranks or something. I could do the same as the PvP leaderboard plugin. From bronze to third age, which honestly is probably the best. How does chess ranking work? Chess ranking. Like, do they have like names for it? Oh yeah, they got like grandmaster and stuff. Wait. Chess rankings. What's like the oh here? You have novices class D. Okay, wait, that's the boring ass name. I think literally the play is just to do like bronze, steel. What's the order in RuneScape even? I don't even know. Armor order. Wait, armor from best to from worst to best. I think like names like barrows and stuff just sound weird in rankings. This is just the most logical if I do this. I'm gonna need a cabbage one below browns. Honestly, cabbage is not a bad name. The thing is, I don't want to copy the PvP leaderboard guide. This is gonna be like different. But what he has done does make the most sense in my opinion. Don't need a crazy amount of ranks as well. Like it doesn't need to be crazy. Let's see what's here. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. This is just some aesthetic shit that doesn't matter that much. How to do cabbage, bronze, iron, steel. Damn, do I really need to make that much? Whatever, bro. I think from bronze. Yeah, okay, I'll just do every one of those. Drill elements. I just need some reference names so I can write down my thoughts with that. Now I'll just say third age. Okay. how do I want the matchmaking? So I want a few ways to matchmake. Other people via the panel. Basically just, that's gonna be like basic ELO matching. So guy with 1k ELO fights guy with plus minus 50 1k ELO. That's wrongly written, but what am I doing, bro? It's been so long since I've programmed. Okay. Then we need anyone, like just individual matchmaking, which does allow for like potential boosting. Now that I think of it, like someone could just fight the same guy the whole time. I could just implement some mechanism to do that, honestly. But if somebody's got enough accounts, they could like fake it anyway, which is obviously not that nice. But I'll need to make some like anti-cheating thing for that. So anyone can challenge anyone. Normal fights, just like, wait, no, I'll write it here. Notes: fighting outside of a match doesn't change your ELO. So that would mean like just doing an LMS game, unless you're matched against someone you fight in that LMS game, won't change your ELO. I'll just do something like that. That's my thought. So these two ways are just the ways that I want to do it. And then I need to like talk about the ELO. So obviously it's gonna need to be gear adapted. And ELO based. Now I don't know how these rankings work. So let me just like, how does ELO work? Could have a council or trusted members that proctor for ELO matches. What exactly do you mean? But the thing is, the problem is someone could have like 5 main accounts, and they do like they got the ELO up on their other accounts on like their alts and stuff, and then with their main account they just fight the alts that they up the ELO. Of course they win, and then their ranking goes up by a lot. I can't use the chess based like ELO thing because I want to make it tracker based. Tracker based KO chances during fights weigh heavily. Also weigh. I think that's just the most fair thing. Okay, how does chess work mathematically? I'll just do like, it doesn't need crazy thinking, right? I'll just do that. Also, to Zach, if you're like still watching, I also have like an idea in my head, and obviously, like I haven't communicated that to anyone yet, so it might be hard to fully understand what's going on at first if you're just watching. For sure, less backseating. You can backseat all you want. I like input from other people. I really love it. So let's see what this means. Sponsor roughly is 76%. What Okay. Guess that makes sense. So player A, 1800 beats K32. 200 points difference, 0.5. Okay. I see, I see. Okay. How does the K factor scale on chess.com, for example? Let's see how it scales. Here's a key thing. Chess companies actually use a classic fixed K factor system. Oh, okay, they use a different system. Okay. So I'm thinking about just like doing exactly this, which is how chess ELOs work. And then we add like a little bit of a contributing different factor based on tracker scores. Not maybe not even a little bit, like literally. Well, what are we gonna call a win though? Do we call a win just like a 1 on a tracker, or do we actually make someone like if they beat them harder on the tracker, the score like the more they get more ELO, and if they beat them like less hard on a tracker, they get less ELO. I could do that. Let me think about the implications of that though, because that might not be the best thing to do. There's always going to be RNG involved, even if it's just tracker based. Because like momentum and stuff really counts. Do I also calculate in momentum? No, I'm not going to do that. Maybe for gear differences I should do that, but I can't do that for... I need to think for a second. How do I want to do this? I could... What if I count like... I think that would work, okay. So, based per rank. No, wait, not maybe not that. What would that... Wait. Let me just write this down. I don't know if I want to do this. Per rank, there is a quote unquote like full win expected damage score. Ah, that would depend on gear as well. Now that I think about it, because obviously the expected damage volatility is gonna matter a lot per gear. Man, RuneScape PvP is hard. Okay, whatever. I'll just write it down. So, for example, we'll have like the cabbage rank, and that's if like you like plus 300 ED deserve damage to someone, that's like counts as a full win. Okay, but let's say you're dragon rank or something, it might only be 100 ED. That's the person you're fighting. So V, the person you're fighting, meaning like if the person you're fighting is a dragon, you plus 100 deserve damage them, that counts as a full win. So imagine you beat a dragon with plus 50 ED. You quote unquote have won against him. God, would that work? Let me think. I could do it like that. And then the nice thing would be that obviously in higher brackets the difference is gonna be a lot lower because people that are worse at PvP, they're going to like their deserved damage difference is gonna be like a big difference. Let me read that in a second, Exile. The deserved damage difference is gonna be like a big difference because they don't know how to counteract momentum that's getting done on them, right? And WoW elo is based off of the win/loss and the win/loss ratio if of the opponent you defeat. The reason I don't like that, Exile, is because someone could get a lot better and their losses from back in the day still matter at that point. So then you'd have to like create a new account. That's why I don't like that. I want something that's purely based off of the match that you're just doing right now, and not based off of your past. You know what I mean? And you could fraud kills on WoW, you mean, or on this? On this, you can also fraud kills. Yeah. Still need to think about some mechanism to fight that. On RS, yeah, you can. But obviously, yeah, that's probably because it's like baked into the actual game. No, because JGX is just too lazy to add like an actual ranking for PvP, and yeah, I can't. Right, I can't easily fight cheaters with this. Also, I wouldn't be able to know if somebody, for example, used AHK or something. I can't know. I could maybe like track how fast your switches and shit go, but that's obviously hard. Performance-based elo is a cool concept. Yeah, I think I want to do it like that. I don't know if this has been done before though. Wait, so Axel, do you play RuneScape and WoW? Things I don't know how good this would scale. And I might need to do this like I might need to do this like plus 300 and this at like I'm just gonna say random number plus 800 and then make like counts as a 3x win. No, that would just make it more volatile. What's the point of that? 3,000 MMR and WoW is like top 0.1%. Whoa, nice. Do you have 3,000 MMR? I'm just thinking about like the implications of this system that I want to do. Because I am assuming that lower players are fighting back the momentum a lot worse than the others. Yeah, and I'm mediocre at NH. Do you just will the NH or like NH take? Because this is more meant for NH taking type stuff. Because if we're looking at deserved damage, in the wildy it's not really representative since you're just trying to not get KO'd and you rarely get outlasted. Of course it happens, but rarely happens. I'm just gonna say it is, and then right, and then like in between fucking minus how much do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 divided by 8, 25 minus 25 per ranking. Would this work well? I don't know. I think I'll need to test this out. I'm just gonna call this concept, right? And then like use same yellow formula as in chest. And then do we increase the K factor? The lower, yeah. As in chess. Increase K factor per rank. Okay. I'll just do something like this. My brain is honestly kind of hurting since it's been so fucking long since I've like thought about shit like this and like programmed, but I think I'll just do this. What do I want to work on? Do I want to work on like the matchmaking system? Probably not yet. I think I might actually just work on the actual math behind. It's probably gonna be the boring part, but the actual math behind the ranking. And I'll like need to make a server for that. So let me open up a VS Code. I've actually no idea what my past projects are, so don't judge. Where is this based? Where do I have this project? Open in Finder. Man, here it is. Open this in Finder. Inferno complete.java. I knew it. GG, bro. You exposed me. Oh, you mean that that screenshot? Wait, I think I still have that somewhere. I think it's on my other computer. Because there is like a screenshot from me. It's on my other computer. There is like a screenshot from me when I first did the Inferno, which has a similar name. So I'll just, well, I don't really want this to be an ID projects. I don't want this to be in this folder as well. Although I could just put it in my git ignore. This is probably bad practice, but no, that's kind of risky to put my server. I'll just put it here. PP ranking server. Okay, perfect. We'll open this in VS Codium, or is it here? Damn, what did I use to write servers in? It was JavaScript usually, right? Just Node.js, and I used what did I use? God damn it, I forgot. What did I use, bro? I used something with an E. Node.js servers. I'm not super experienced with this stuff, but server frameworks. Oh yeah, I used Express.js. Fucking, I'm so dement. Gotta watch out with what npm packages I install. Npm install. Wait, npm. We'll just do npm init, right? Allow package name. That's fine. That's fine. I won't need to upload it. Entry point index.js. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Author. ICBA writing my name. It's all fine. Oh well, I will definitely open source a server, but yeah. Okay, we'll just index.js, and then we'll need to npm install express. Perfect. Now let's use this. Now let's just make a file elo.js. Okay. Elo calculations happen here. basically what I'll just wait. I'll just okay. So what's gonna be the no packages would never get the supply chain attack. Totally, bro. It's exactly like back in the day. I used to be so like not cautious with installing any pip packages or npm packages. I'm 100% sure like my previous computer is like infected with some shit. In my opinion, it's so like, bad made. It's horribly made. I think it's really horribly made. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do elo player 1 as an input. So we'll just, you know, I'm not like a programmer from job, so you shouldn't be judging my meticulousness. But here we go, elo player 2, and then we'll do ed1 deserved damage player 1, ed2 deserved damage player 2. Well, I'll just cap this. Do I need to cap them? No, I don't. That's true. That's not the naming convention. Fucking, how does this work again? It's been so long, bro. Calculate elo change. I'll call it something like that. Can I use uins and JavaScript? No, I'll just. How does this work again, bro? Fucking, you know, really programming a lot with AI has ruined my skill. It has just ruined my skill. Make this function. It's probably been like 2 to 3 years since I've actually programmed. I've only made like prototypes for random shit, but not something proper. This thing just, okay, JavaScript. I thought I was using C, bro. Well, and then that's a K factor as well, but I'll just like have statically like an array of K factors per rank. Array of K factors per rank. It's nice to have that server side as well. K factors. I don't like, wait, how do I, oh no, I don't have my option key. That's true. Wait, I'm gonna need to be like, wait, because my key broke. Okay, I'll need to get like an external keyboard real quick. All right, okay. Shit, so can I, is my option key also, oh no, that's also remapped to a G. Okay, that works now. We'll need to copy our list of ranks. Let me do that real quick. Where is that? How much do we have in total? 10. That's actually nice number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I'll also need to like contact the PvP tracker guy in order to make them make an API for the PvP hub, because I'm gonna need that. Plus, I'm gonna need to implement the KO potential thing on my own side. But I'll just fill in 32 for all of them right now. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Which will just keep like this right now. Okay, then I'll copy whatever Claude gave me here. I feel so dumb, like not even. I know the muscle memory is gonna come back, but it's been so long. It's crazy. It's actually been so long. I need a. Oh yeah, this is not object oriented, right? It's fucking JavaScript. It's called. Man, I feel. Damn, that's true. It's function. Okay. Everybody that's watching, don't judge my programming skills. Okay. No judging is happening here. Now let's take a look at exactly how this works. So let's see. Here, the expected score. So given the two ratings, there's an expected score, okay? We can like get the expected score by just comparing the deserved damage stuff. Oh yeah, I need to make an array of that deserved damage stuff as well. Deserved damage. Wait, expected deserved. Deserved damage. I'll call it that. Okay. I wanted to do 300. Okay, and then I'll just make this array. Starts at 300. Goes down. Minus 25 each. Element. Real quick, short answer. I know I should. What am I doing? I know I should probably like use a use some kind of compiler or something. But I like using my brain for stuff. Although for stuff like this, it would be nice. Okay. Does that match up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, that does not match up. Minus 25. Wait, that's true. Okay, I'll need to make like the first one 325 then, but I'll just. It doesn't matter that much. These are factors that I can change very easily later. Expected deserved damage. Wait, that's not expected deserved damage. Why did I call it that? Deserved damage. That counts as a full win. Perfect. Deserved win. Wait, no. Win deserved damage. I'll call it that. Win deserved damage. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. Okay. These are this shit that I can change. I'll put this here. Now we'll make it clear. Okay. To calculate elo change. First, we need to like calculate the expected score. Okay. So R and RB are just the elo 1 and elo 2 in our scenario. And then 400 means a 400 point rating that applies to stronger players. I'm not sure what the 400 means here. It's kind of unclear. After the game, you compare the expected score to the actual score. SA1. 1 for a win, 0.5 for a draw, 0 for a loss. Okay, but we got in between, which is nice with the deserved damage thing. That's gonna work perfectly in this like mathematical system that I don't know who the hell made this. Probably some guy with wait here. Our prod Elo, he made it. If you score better, yeah, okay. K factor we have per thing as to the actual score SA1, okay. Minus this. Plus your, oh, okay. That makes sense. Key control, so yeah, okay, that makes sense. I've understood that. Okay, I'm just not sure what the 400 means. So, what? What's the 5 by 400 exponents? Let me just look that up. Because I said that earlier, but I felt like that was quite unclear. Cogitating. Fucking Claude has to use these advanced words. Just give me a quick answer, bud. It's a 400 point rating at strong lines. Why 10 times more? What? I don't understand that part. It's a scale and constant. That's how many rating points corresponds to a given change in a win probability. It doesn't have a deep. It's a calibration choice. So the numbers feel right on the skill chess uses. Okay. So I can kind of just choose that number. The exponent determines how fast the win probability curve is rise or falls. Okay. Okay, I'll just copy the number then for now. Oh, okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use, okay, we're first gonna calculate the expected score. Expected score calculation. And we're basically just gonna copy the expected score is gonna equal 1 divided by, is there like a nicer way to format this? There probably is, let's be real, but whatever, right? 1 plus 10 to the, so RB, that's the rating. Okay, so that's ELO 2 minus ELO 1. That shouldn't matter. Wait, that does matter. That does matter though. Why is it doing ELO? Why is it doing RB minus RA when I do think that changes something? What does it do? Oh wait. Dumb. Expected score 1, we'll call this. And then expected score 2. I think we have to calculate that as well. I'm not sure actually. I'll just put in the same exact formula. Should I make some kind of function for this? Probably. But I'm a bit too lazy right now. And we'll just do ELO1 minus ELO2. Okay. We probably have to calculate that once, right? Okay. The actual score. Okay. Actual scores. So we'll do actual score 1. And that's going to equal, so we have the ED1, right? The deserved damage that the first guy did. And imagine if that's negative, what implication would that have? It said 0 is for a loss, 0.5 is for a draw. So I somehow will need to like up that into, let me think about that. So I just notes, I'll remove this later. Let's remove later. If we have ED1, which is for example minus 100, we'll make it simple for us now. ED2. Well, obviously, wait, it's gonna be It's gonna make the okay. I think I'm missing something big here, but whatever, right? So let's say the ED difference is 100. So ED1 has minus 100. ED2 is plus 100. Okay, and let's say we're working in the fucking third H rank here, right? Third H rank. So the ED1 should correspond to a 0. Correspond to a 0, and the ED2 should correspond to a 1. Now imagine if you have like this as a difference. Imagine the difference is 80. I'm not gonna edit that second text. The ED1 should not correspond to a 0, and ED2 not to, it should correspond to a 80 divided by, right, the win deserved damage in that, which is in this case 100. So it should correspond to 0.8, and this should correspond to 0.2. Okay. Now that's not true. That wouldn't match. Because imagine if the difference is 50 damage, then right now they would both have 0.5, which is obviously not correct. And then if we have like 30 plus deserved damage, that obviously doesn't scale as well. So it should be divided by 100. Divided by 2 plus 0.5. And in this case, 0.5 minus, which in this case, it's going to be minus. You're going to have minus 80 as the deserved. I don't know why I put in both deserved damages. Like, does that even make it? My brain is lagging right now. So I'll just keep the minus there. And then divide that by 2. So in this case, if there's a 80 damage difference, right? That will correspond to 0.1. This will correspond to 0.9, which is quite a big win. We'll call it that. Quite a big win. This is quite a big loss, right? But not a full win or a full loss. And then let's think about this if this corresponds to 100, and then we'll like, if it's above 100, we'll just make that 100. Or we could actually, we could make it scale past that. That's true. Okay, now imagine if, now we gotta imagine if there was like one guy in the cabbage ranking, and then one guy in dragon, for example, and one guy in third H. How would that make a difference? That could maybe result into both players upping their elo, which wouldn't necessarily be bad. Okay, wait, I gotta take a shit though real quick. I'll be right back. But I'll need to think about that. Wait. Where was that? Yeah. Okay, let's say our first guy is dragon. Wait, no. I'll keep this. 3H. Now, rank difference, right? Let's say our first guy is dragon. And our second guy is third H. So that's just to make it clear. We're gonna say that the win deserved damage for dragon is obviously 125. And for this one it's 100. Which those values could change later, but that doesn't matter right now. So let's say there's a deserved damage difference of 100 in this case. Okay. ED1, let's say the dragon got like a big W against someone ranked 3rd H. So we'll call this guy plus 100. And we'll say that this is minus 100, okay? Then the deserved damage for the first guy, with this calculation, with this formula that I just made, would be plus, and then he's fighting a 3rd H, so that means 100 divided by 100 divided by 2 in this case, which is going to result in 1. That's 1. full win against third ager. That's gonna be 0.5 minus. So now we're gonna, well, we're not gonna go into the negatives, but wait, that doesn't make any sense. Does it? Because the guy lost. And it doesn't make any sense. It's good that I'm checking this. Which I don't know how much that'd be, but that doesn't really matter right now. In this case, we have the third edge guy losing less when he's fighting a dragon than what he would have lost against a guy that I think I know what we gotta do. We have to do 100 minus the difference between the 125 and the 100. So that's 100 minus 25. But I'll write it down like this so it's clear. Are you making a Runelight plugin? Yes, we are. Well, I'm trying to make like a truly skill-based ranking PvP ranking plugin, because the current one, the PvP leaderboard, the guy that's gonna be at the top is just the guy that sits at LMS all the time, right? So I think that's like very, very dumb. So 100 divided by 100 minus, okay, that's gonna be 75. So then this guy, well, minus, yeah, so that's going to be above 1 divided by 2. So this is going to be minus. And I think we cap that at 0. So I'm going to say this like... Wait, do we cap that at 0 though? A full... Yeah, we need to cap that at 0. Okay, so 0. Capped at max 0, can't go negative. I'm just the Cuddy. I'm just trying to work out the exact way the ELO rating is gonna work. I just made this system. I have no fucking clue if it would actually work. I haven't like tested it properly enough. But I hope it works. Will it scam me and teleport me to the worldy? Yeah, it will. It will also trim your armor for free. So isn't that quite cool? You just need to teleport to Anacral in world 365, which is a high risk world. It's pretty neat, bro. You know what a cool thing is? You can actually do it, but like you can make it appear that your whole inventory is full of Elijah and Spirit Shields with the developer tools. It's very cool. I might be able to show you. Wait. Let me show you. Wait. How do I do this again? I forgot how to do it since it's so long ago. Widget inspector, is it this? Refresh? See, I'm hacking the game right now. This is basically like inspect element, but for RuneScape. It's pretty cool. Inventory.items. Here we see all our items. And can you give me third HP? Luke, I'll show you. Wait. Item ID list OSRs. Is there like, if I search up third age pickaxe, does that... Jesus, this load is way too... Wait, third age? Here, third age pickaxe. I can't this is fully client side, bro. I don't know if this will actually update what am I doing? Update the appearance of the item. But I think it does. Wait, let me type it manually because it's clearly not working like this. 200.14. This is gonna be quite cool. So ja, wacht. Ik ben streamen. Ja. Nee, sorry. Wait, do you see this Ducati? I do. It does look very weird right now. Since obviously these are house teleports. And it looks like it's stackable right now, you know what I mean? It looks like, oh wait, I just accidentally updated it. Let me put that in there again. 200.14. Look at that. I got 9 rune pickaxes, bro. Oh, well, third age pickaxes. Yo, anybody want to buy these guys? It's only 2 billion. I'll sell them for 2 bill each, guys. I'll sell them for 2 bill each. That's pretty cool. Bro, it's tagged, yeah. But it's not the actual item. It just looks like the item. It's pretty goddamn cool what you can do. I can also make like random NPC spawn whatever you want and stuff. Like, it's pretty cool. Stand here trolling hard. Yo, guys, I got 9 third age pickaxes. They're stacked, by the way. These are the one and only in the game. I got them from Randy, guys. But for you guys, I'll sell them very cheaply. Very cheaply. Only 2 bill. For you, my friend, only 2 bill. Reported? Buddy, I'm the head admin of JGEX. You can't report me. I'll just unban myself. I got that content creator status, you know. I'll never get banned. Okay. Now let me actually think. Because this is not a good system. The 125 minus 100. Since it's gonna make the difference between a third ager and a cabbager. That's gonna go into the negatives, and then it's gonna be very horrible. Like, or I need to shrink these down, which is probably the move in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's the move. You editing Toiko's PP leaderboard right now? No. I'm making a whole new one. I don't think... I don't like how the plugin works. Because every single fight that you do counts towards your elo. So if you just want to chill and do some LMS without sweating, and you're like a rune 2 or rune 1, they're just gonna... Like, you can't do that with the plugin on. And if you fight someone with the plugin on, your rank could just get cooked. When you're just chilling in LMS, you're not sweating. I want to make something where you could only do matches that you want to do, that you want to count towards your elo, and then you do those. And that's all that matters. When I talk with Toiko and you guys work together on that thing, I have talked with him. He says he wants to like do some tracker implementation as well. Look, by the way, I think his plugin is great, by the way, and I think they're both gonna serve like a different use case. This one and the one from Toiko, but he wants to implement some kind of rating system which like bases it off of your losses and your wins from 2 years ago. So like imagine you lost a lot 2 years ago and you got better. The rating system that he wants to use is still gonna count in those losses from 2 years. So I was like, I don't like that, right? Yeah, and it just I have full freedom if I want to do this, and I do this alone, right? That's also another thing. But his plugin is great, man. I like the concept of PvP ranking. I love it actually, like so good. Iron Man dev, by the way. I should be muted, bro. Okay, I think this number here, I will need to scale that down somehow. I'm thinking of maybe. I feel like I'm so stupid right now. Like I can't think properly. I did like some physics test yesterday, bro. It took me 4 hours. My brain is fried since that, bro. I can't think properly anymore. I need to use a logarithm on this. With what base? I don't fucking know. So let me just not use my brain for a second and whip out the calculator. Does this calculator even have logarithms? Algebra-based physics or calculus? Both, bro. Both. It's like a start test if you want to do physics. My brain is just fried here. Scientific, I think I need it. Okay. So that difference would be 10, which would that's way too low. I probably failed, honestly, Tazak. I think I failed. It doesn't mean that I can't get into the university, but it just kind of means that yeah, this is how I want it. That's good. What if I just do times 10? The difference. But then eventually. Wait, the difference is. A 100 minus what's above this? It's gonna go from 25 eventually, right? Not 25. Jesus, just remove all this. Lock 50. Lock 75. And then in this case, it would be capped at log 100, which is 2 exactly, which is fine. I do that like times 10. And eventually, though, the difference is gonna become. Let me think. Let's say there's like a big ass difference, so that's 200. Okay, that's fine. So we'll do the log of this difference times 10. I'm kind of pulling shit out of my ass right now, but I'll just see if it works. Get that max 0, can't go negative. That's fine. I don't know how the balancing and stuff would work, but yeah. What plugin are you making? Like a PvP leaderboard, different than the one we have right now. Substan, what's up, Rusty? Okay, now the actual score. So for the actual score, wait, this is the expected score. Yeah, this is how I wanted to calculate the actual score. Okay. That's 0.5 plus. And then what I do in this case. No, wait, this is. Yo, what's up, Crisp? Thanks for the follow. Yo, my brain is not working right now. But you're a verified guy? Is that verified? Damn, that's crazy. How are you doing, man, Crisp? So this is against the third ager. The difference. Okay, I'll make this like 90 just to make it clear for myself. Bam, perfect. Okay, 90. It's gonna be 90. It's gonna be 90. Okay, that makes it clear which number is which. Yeah, yo, chillin'. What's up, man? Wait, so I've never seen your stream, Chris. So do you like play RuneScape or are you a programmer? Because I wonder how you found me. Yeah, I play OSR. Okay, nice. I was a hardcore Iron Man. Did you recently die? Now normal Iron KW. Let's see, bro. Let's open your... Wait, how do I open your shit? Here we go. Oh, damn. You got a lot of followers, bro. I'll give you a follow as well. Damn, GG. Let me see the clip of your hardcore Iron Man dying. Is it this? No, it's probably not it. Error following? Oh, it didn't follow you. Oh no, now I'm gonna have to subscribe to you. Oh no. It was on Behemoth? I don't watch every single Behemoth though. I feel like, bro, the daily news on Behemoth is very interesting. But then the clips, some clips are just bro, I don't care if Sardalco gets spooned on another drop, bro. Like I just don't care. Because you want to do 0.5 plus the elo that the shit that they got, okay, ED1. Divided by what their opponent's win deserved damage is, okay. Win deserved damage. Okay, and now we're gonna have to do rank number. Wait, no. How am I gonna call this? Rank opponent? Something like that? It's just index of the opponent's rank. So rank index. I'll call it that. Focus on your code, I'll be lurking, bro. I swear, if people be typing in the chat, I get distracted so fast. But it's fine. It makes it fun, in my opinion. Otherwise, it gets boring. Otherwise, programming gets boring. Too little social interaction for me. Win deserved damage of the rank index of your opponent. So that's the rank index 1, rank index 2. I swear, if people are gonna be tuning into this late into the stream, like, they're gonna have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna be real, like, I don't even have a clue what's going on, so. Okay, and then we divide that by 2, and then we cap that at 1. So divide that at 2. And then we need to cap this. Wait, so how do I use the mat library in JavaScript? It's been so long. It's been so long. Mat minimum function in JavaScript. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Do I just... Oh, does that work? Mat.min. Okay. The like not testing this code for so long is gonna really not do me any favors. Okay, so that is the calculation that should go true. But imagine if it's higher than 1. We just use 1. Now I'm assuming... What if it's negative though? It'll take the negative 1. So I'll need to do mat.minimum. Oh, this is gonna make it unclear as hell. Okay, I'll just type what I think and then there's mat.minimum of this. And then imagine if this is negative. we take 0. And I think that's a valid calculation. Okay, so I'll make a different function in this. Actual score. And then we're gonna do ed and rank index opponent. That's also gonna make it clearer for me later. Just having a function for this. Okay. And we're just simply gonna return this calculation that we just made. Man, what am I doing? Okay. Comma 0. That's why it's giving an error. Actual score. Our deserved damage in this case is ED1, and then we put in rank index 2. Okay. Rank index opponent. How does this not give an error? Okay. I'm not gonna ask questions. So this could be above 1, but we just count it as a 1, since like we'll count that as like a full loss or a full win. Or it could be negative, it chooses this one and it caps at a 0. Okay, perfect. Do I need to use semicolons in JavaScript? Oh, I don't, right? Why is this giving an error? Okay, because this one isn't closed. Okay. Actual score 2 is just gonna be the same thing with different values. So actual score of deserved damage 2, and then we do the rank index of its opponent. Okay, and now we need to compare the expected scores with the actual scores. Oh. Okay, here. Updating the rating. Okay. Do I need K factors, or does that already do it? I don't know if I need different K factors. I think I might automatically do that with the little system I just made here. I just feel like I'm too dumb to mathematically work that out right now. So I'm just going to implement it and try it out. See what it does. And I'll keep the K factor array, and I can just hard code it later to 32. Okay. So the new rating of player 1 in this case. Rating. New rating 1. Ja, ik ben aan het streamen. Maar voor wat? Dat gaat nu. Dat gaat nu. Alright guys, I gotta go real quick. Well, I'll just keep the stream here and then I'll keep the stream on. What am I doing? I really wonder why people are still watching. Alright, let's log in. Jesus, I have it warm. Okay. What we're gonna do is... It's called locking in or clocking in, right? So we have our actual score calculation here. Now we need to calculate the new rating. Bring back the window content. Obviously I'm gonna need ELO here, which we have that. That would be ELO 1 plus, and then what was it, the K factor? The K factor at the index of... what's that gonna be? Your own ranking, right? So your own ranking index. Like this. Rank index 1. And then we do that times... No, I forgot the formula. So that's our actual score minus the expected score, which makes sense. Zach, are you like software engineer or something? I forgot, bro. What did you do again? No, you were like, were you the guy that mines in Australia? Or were you some biosystem engineer? I swear I have so many people telling me their jobs that it's kind of like hard to remember. Especially since I can't like put a face on your name. So... Okay, I don't think you've ever told me that. In general, I find like machine learning, like the math of it and stuff, very boring. I don't like it. Not necessarily boring, it's just so much like statistics, which I don't like statistics. They're so unintuitive to me. Yeah, that's true. So you probably don't really work with the math, but especially if you're doing the cybersecurity stuff. I like calculus. I like solving calculus problems. They're fun. Oh, what's up, Shannon King? Okay, so we have both of our new ratings. Now, the question is, am I smart enough to know if I can return these two things at once? I thought I could, but... Fucking, I gotta ask Claudia. How do I return two values at once from one function? Genuinely feel like I'm like completely stupid when I haven't programmed in like 2 years. Oh, I can just return JSON, obviously. Man, come on, bro. Lock in, Stan. So I'll just do... Well, I'll just... Rating 2. Ja, ik ben aan het streamen, hè. Ja, ik kom wel. Okay. Alright, I gotta go again. Give me 1 second. I'll... Gotta go eat cake now. So I'm getting ragged by my family like crazy today. I'm kidding. Exclamation mark lurk. What is that supposed to do? Yeah, okay. I'll just... Wait, for real? Can I see that, by the way? I swear, there's like, I usually have this on Kick. That I just have some people... Like, there are quite a bit of people just watching the stream and not actually active in the chat. Yeah, it's quite slow at loading. I think I can see active chatter somewhere. Man, where could I see that? Huh. I don't think I can see that here. I might need to go to my channel. Pop out chat, that doesn't change the thing. I think it's here. Yeah, here. So I got the Cuddy, the Zach, and the CRISPR. Only some active chatters are displayed here. Maybe some people could like turn that off. But I don't think... That's not like the amount of people that are watching and not chatting, right? Like, could I know who those guys are? I'm exposed. Yeah, bro. You're exposed. Wait, I've actually never seen your profile pic. I genuinely think there are some like bots on Kick just to up their numbers. But although for RuneScape it is quite a bit more active. Since like I do more easily get viewers on Kick than on any other platform. For RuneScape at least. Alright, I gotta go eat some cake now. Yo, what's up, Shay Shay? I gotta go now, real quick. But Bro, ik kom, zeg ik toch. Die zien u, hè. Die zien u, hè. Okay, I gotta go again. Window cam is back. Oh, I gotta lock in. Okay. Ugh. Now the stand cam is back. Let's log in. What did I want to do? Okay, so we got the calculator elo change stuff done for. So that's this module done for now. I think I worked out like the harder mathematical part here. Now, do I want to make this a HTTP server? Let me think. I don't think it matters that much. What request will I have to make? I'll have to make like the fight ends, the fight. I'm gonna see what PvP leaderboard utilizes. Let's see. Is it this? Wait, I gotta change my search engine to Google, bro. Wait, does it really only have 800 installs? There's no way, right? I think my dogshit plugins even have more than that. Damn, it only has 800 active installs. Wow, that's really not a lot. Thought it would be more. Let's see how much mine have. This one has 9,000 active installs. I hope that plugin isn't broken, because that was made like 5 years ago. Huh. Got 13,000 active installs in total. That's actually not too bad. Let's see which kind of PvP plugins there are. That's quite cool. Okay. This one is crazy good, this plugin. Everybody should be using that. Okay, that stops scrolling around and burns. Okay. Oh, wait. I wanted to look it up what they were using. I think they're just using HTTP requests. They were using a socket, okay. Oh, they already have some tournament code and stuff in here. Okay. I think a socket would probably be better as well. Let me just think about what data I'd have to send. So, data you'd have to send. Because I can just send one request. Although, a socket would be much better for matchmaking. I think I'll use a socket. It's much better. Okay, how does a socket work in fucking JavaScript? Let's take a look. And you see how exactly that works. I've never implemented it, so. Can I utilize WebSockets in... I think I can utilize WebSockets in Java, right? That must be possible. Broadcast to all clients. Let's see what this does. I need Java. Wait, does Socket.io have a Java client-side API? Let's see if they do. If that exists, I should be fine. Okay, I'm guessing like PvP leaderboard probably doesn't utilize that. Service.socket. Wait, huh? Oh, they're just using a WebSocket, which uses this. Okay. I think the best thing is probably just to use a normal WebSocket. Open a new chat real quick. I've done this before. I just haven't. I just don't remember how. So we have a WebSocket server. We set a port. It's on connection. Okay, handle incoming data. Handle disconnect. Okay, that sounds very straightforward. All. Do I even need an Express server? Let's think about that. If I want to run the same leaderboard server, like run the website on the same application as I do this, I think it's probably best to also have an Express server. So let's just utilize that as well. Okay. Yeah, port 80 is fine right now. On connection, can I send some like connection data? I think I can, right? Let's think. So on connection, I do have a... Okay. And I can get the search params. Although, can I just simply include a token? And that would probably seem like the best way to do it. Not making a request like this, just having like yeah, I'll do this. I don't like installing this many npm packages. Okay, so we need to parse our URL. Let's literally just remove all of this. I don't need this as well. Incoming messages. Okay, I'll just make like a switch case system here. Handle disconnects. Okay. Seems like all of that's handled on the back end. Handle error. Keep the message there right now. That might come in handy later on. So on connection. Okay, it's asking for my local host here. Can I make that like more versatile? Can I just get the search? I don't understand what the hell they mean with the basis arbitrary here. Like, can I literally just put any arbitrary base and will it work? It genuinely seems like that's the way it works. I'll copy this. So this is like some basic protection mechanism already, which we'll need for sure. Let me see how that works though. I don't like blindly copying code. Jesus. Okay, verify client. We get the IP. We see if the IP already has a connection. And then it just returns this. I'm not sure if that works because I do have some history with you just using remote address and that often hasn't worked. But let me actually put on a t-shirt because this hoodie is getting way too warm. Perfect. Oh, I'm getting tired. Okay, that's just simply accepting. Yeah, that makes sense. We need to now, so we have our WebSockets. We need to now think on what info we want to send on every active request. So info.request dot, I can just make a URL out of that, and like I can get the search params out of it. Would that be a problem if I send a unique ID via there? I don't think so. Okay, so we'll give each player a unique ID, which they can reset, by the way. Those resets will be nice. I think I'm actually... Why didn't I use semicolons here? Gotta do that real quick. Okay. So we get the unique ID from each one. Okay, what info will we have to store? Let's think about that. We'll just have to store the ELO, which is like no data. And what else will we have to store? That might be it for now. Maybe like the KO potentials we'll have to send via the socket live. Someone could spoof that now that I think about it. Someone could just edit the plugin, spoof sending better KO potentials than they actually have. Or they did like none and they... But I could later actually check that, compare that with the tracker and see if that's possible. So there is actually some anti-cheat possibility here. Let me think. Control that away. Okay, I'll just make a global variable here. Const. No, wait. What's the other name? The amount of shit I forgot is actually crazy. Variable in. Let, yeah, that's right. Can I make like global also? Wait, I'll have a list of connected, which will equal new set. Let me think, I could make people just choose their name on the leaderboard and make that the unique ID, or I could do something different. like generate a random unique ID. I think actually choosing the name is better. People can quite easily change then as well. And it will just be clear for me. So parameter get name, we'll need to add that to our active IPs. Why didn't this... It doesn't add to the active IPs. Here. Should I actually only allow one connection per IP? That doesn't actually make any sense. I need to allow one connection per name. That's right, I'm actually stupid. I'm actually very stupid. Man, why is this code formatting? Can I like auto format this? How do I do that? Format document, option, shift F. Just connect it to the server, and then once somebody has connected, we want to... Okay. Now I also need to think like... I'm thinking a bit too far right now. But I can actually blacklist IP addresses in case I find out that they're cheating. So that's nice to be able to do. I don't just need to blacklist their name. Although shit, if you have like two people in the same house with the same IP, like they can't both play it and if one guy's cheating, but yeah. It's the name of the game, I guess. Okay. So we have it now set that only one name can connect at the same time. Now we want to handle the incoming messages. I'll just do a simple switch. Can I just make this here. Okay. So what are going to be the possible requests? Let's think about that. So a possible request could be a KO, right? So a KO against a fight in someone. I'll need to give like every single fight a unique ID. Now, I would imagine that PvP tracker probably has that. Now let's open up Greenlight real quick and let's see. I would imagine that they have a unique ID per fight. No, the stupid thing is, how will I sync that? I think that might be quite hard to do. We fight Jason. Yeah, I mean, okay, if I paste this data somewhere, it's probably gonna be shit done. They really did a great job at like shorting down the names and stuff, making it as little data as possible. Possible request KO potential in a fight. Since PvP tracker is currently doing that wrong, and I need to track the KO potentials without food. I mean, like with I need to make, if you get a KO potential on someone when they have no food, that doesn't count the same as a KO potential that you get on someone when they do have food. And I wanted to calculate that in with deserved damage. So I'm gonna need to think about how I want to do that. Although, maybe to simplify it for myself, I gotta leave that and possibly implement that later. Because that will complicate things a lot, and if I just want to get a prototype ready, I think I just don't do that for now. So what possible? Okay, so we need a match. So a start match request. Right? What do we need to do in a start match request? Well, we need to let's for now simplify it again and make a start match request just simply you automatically start a match with that guy. He doesn't have to accept it instantly. And then once we have a match, we give the match a unique ID. Then we wait until the match is done. Then we want to send over the synced PvP tracker data, which I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet, since I would need to, like, obviously a prerequisite would need to be that you upload to PvP Hub. And then another thing is I would need like some kind of API from PvP Hub, which does not exist right now. Let's here open in PvP Hub. Yeah, so they do have fight IDs. There's no API or something on this. Damn. Yeah, there's no API. And there's not a lot of players who have it on as well. And of course, people are careful about their RP and shit. I'm thinking about how I would do this. I could potentially just scrape the data right now, which would be a wacky solution, but it could work for now. And then I'll have to contact the guy that made the PvP tracker later, and I'll sort some API stuff in, and if he wants to do that. Otherwise, I'll need to basically implement the whole plugin in my own plugin. So in case there is a match, we could know player 1 and player 2. Okay. I feel like my brain isn't working at all. I'm getting a little tired. Wait. What the hell is this, by the way? Those are the top active players. That's crazy. So this starts a match. We need to get like a UID generator for JavaScript. I think I'm going to stop coding for a second after I get this UID because I'm coding very slow. Okay, there's a bolt-in one. That serves our purposes fine. Nobody's gonna see the UID. Okay, that should be all the data we need. And then later into that data, there's gonna be like some stuff added to it. Okay, I'm gonna stop for now. My brain is not working at all. I feel like I did make a lot of progression on this. I did not know how I wanted to do this in my head, but I did get through the math, so like we're good. I might go and do some PvPers. Cause wait, let me fix this up real quick. Just chill and do some PvP, some deep WILDY PvP. Change up the content a little bit. Wait, that's not what I'm supposed to be streaming. Are you software coder IRL? I'm 17, brother. I'm not like some. I don't have a job in it or something like that. I have been programming for like 5 or 6 years though. Are you trying to be? No. I've always programmed. Always. I used to enjoy it a lot more, bro. I actually haven't like properly programmed for a long time, man. So that's why I was looking up some basic ass shit today. Because it's been a while. All right. Yo, what's up, Bean Pro? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. For some reason, I feel crazy tired. And I don't know why. Stayed up all night? No. I mean, I napped yesterday for like 4 hours. And then like, I slept maybe 5 or 6 hours. Which, the nap was almost as long as my sleep. When you get a kill, you'll wake up? Probably, yeah. But it's not like I shouldn't be deep worldy and nation in this state right now. I feel way too tired. Like, I can't even properly switch. I could maybe do some Avengers, though. I love this set, by the way. This set is very nice. Oh, there's like, a well, I don't know if you could call it a festival. Like a pretty big thing here. Where it's basically like 4 days of just pure partying. And pretty much everybody my age goes to it. I went only for 2 days though, because I'm the type of guy that gets tired of partying for like if I get too much of it, I'll get so tired and it's not even fun anymore. So I knew I just should only go 2 days and then like I'll be fine. Long stream today? I do kind of want to do a long stream. But in the current state, I feel like I can't even properly talk, so let's see how long I'll last. I swear my brain power is like limited as fuck. I got like 4 hours max. Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, bro, what? I got like 4 hours max of proper brain time, and after that, like, I just become a total retard. PK and Mac? Yeah, I'll PK some in Mac, bro. That's so funny when you say it like that. Can I ask where you're from? Yeah, I'm from Belgium. Ooh, a 35 clawer. And he goes for the whipper. We'll go for the bolter. He goes for the clawer. We'll go for the blubberog. He goes for a whipper. He's gonna go for a major right now? Oh no, he does not. You see how washed I am? I can't predict people's moves anymore. Major! A nice boulder on his ropes. Go for the whipper. He goes for the whipper as well. This guy loves to throw in a whip here and there. What am I doing? You know, you see that this guy is decent. It feels so slow. Do you speak French or what do you speak? I speak Dutch, but well, After high school, you're actually supposed to be able to speak French, but I can't speak French, bro. I know a little bit of French. There are 2 languages that we have, though. Technically 3. But we have, Dutch and French. Those are both official languages here. And I'm just from the Dutch part. Je t'aime beaucoup, bro. Okay, Ducati, I know you don't know French for shit. I know you probably got like fucking 2 hours of class on it in a week, and like, that's the only shit you remembered. That's funny though. Catch the freeze! Actually, it's fine if I waste all my freeze RNG in LMS. Just give me good freeze RNG in the worldie. Pick a ranger? Does he have another claw? Oh yeah, I also have another claw. What am I saying? Go for the clawer! Oh, he did protect. I might die here. I feel so slow, but I'll go deep buildy anyway. Bloodbarrock, he's probably unfrozen right now, I think. Like, whoa, what is that? I just misclicked like twice in a row. How is he not dead, by the way? Die! Huh? You see, I'm not fit for deep buildy right now. Okay. You're really good to only be 17 years old. You know, I've had 17 years to practice, bro. Makes quite a lot of sense that I'm so fucking good. Yo, how do I change my stream title here? I'll do deep WILDY PKIng. Bam, update it. No, but I'm decent, bro. I'm decent. If you would put me against like Otterblock or something like that, I think I'd have an okay chance to win, but not I'll definitely lose like 7 out of the 10 games for sure. How much did 99 per cost? Bro, I have no fucking clue. I did it so long ago. Like, I have no fucking clue what it cost me. I did it literally like... I don't even remember how long ago I did it. That's how bad it is. No, we camped. Okay, and then we camp. We're not gonna camp the defense, by the way. We'll take it off. It's good shield off practice. Missouri body, not bad, not bad. Osmontons, that's useless for us right now. Bow of Fair didn't. I actually do think it's better than... than a crossbow. Let's go for this. Let's let him hit me here first. You know this guy's good just by the way he moves. It's good warm-up though. I'll let him go here so we can have a fair fight. Let's go for a cheeky 2-1. Okay, he does have seeds, which means if he seeds now, he stalls 1 tick. Which means I could get like a 1 tick claw on him. If you know what I mean, but he did not seed, sadly. Come here again. Nice claw there. Here we have some free eats. I actually don't know whose pit it is. Okay, it's my pit. And how did that miss? Okay, whatever. Now we go for a claw. Okay, never mind. I'll just shield barrage here because I don't like this guy being unfrozen with the movement that he did on me earlier. I'll take that hit. Is he giving up? No, he's not. I'm playing horrible right now, I can't lie. Like, I'm up on this guy, but it's RNG. I'm also freezing with the DFS constantly on. Bro, how did that not hit? Yo, that's an actual scam. How does that not hit? Am I really clicking the other guy? This is some sabotage type shit, bro. Bro. Wow, it's so annoying that that guy's standing there. I don't know if this guy's just utilizing it or if that's like an ult. Okay, we did kill him. Not happy with that at all, though. Not happy with that performance at all. It's a red crossbow, we take that. Purging staff, we take that as well. Okay. Now we just gotta defeat this guy. Serial staff, we take that, and I'll take that switch as well. Okay. He's staying in rope, so we just throw a bolter on him here and there. You see my clicks? My clicks are horrible. Okay, this guy's not that good. You can just notice. Fucking stupid ass Zuriel staff with no spec bar. Keep our momentum right now. Spec him here. Could have been dead there. I feel like I can just read into this guy's mind. He's gonna do mage right now? Oh, never mind. Mage right now? Let's go. Okay, I can't read into his mind. I'm blaming the tiredness. Halberd here. Yeah, we're an insane amount of damage up on this guy. Should have actually thrown in the halberd there. Here we just mage him. Oh, I got chanced by that halberd. There's no way. Okay, good fight. Ah, easy W though. Just like, not too happy with the performance. Not too happy. Let's buy these looting bag notes. Where are they here? Let's see what rank I am right now. Because I love the ranking. I'm 81. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's hope 304 is active. Because sometimes it isn't at these hours. Which does kind of suck. Come on. Okay, let's go. Do we have enough runes? Oh, we don't have a lot of blood runes. Let's buy like 1k. Oh, okay. Let's go to the cemetery. Nice. Let's get on some music as well. Am I right? Do I want to put on music while I'm streaming on YouTube?